Knowledge, man. Knowledge and connections, seriously. Because with the connections, I can build a team, I can train them, give them enough info to do their job, to do cold calling. We also do marketing. We do a lot of referral. I have a bigger presence in social media. So people send me stuff, people want to work with me. So the connections and the knowledge brings the influence. Because of all the knowledge, I have the influence to have people want to work with me and bring me deals. And because of the knowledge, we take advantage of the lead better so we don't kill the lead.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hey folks, welcome back to the show. Today's guest, Mike Villa, is an investor with experience flipping, wholesaling in short-term rentals and construction, and he's currently helping others get started in business and in real estate investing. You can also find him on Instagram @_Mike Villa. Mike, thanks for taking the time today.
Thank you for the invite. Excited.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. It's great to have you on here. Where are you based out of, by the way? I didn't ask you before hopping on here.
Lehigh, Utah.
Lehigh, Utah. What's the market like out in Lehigh, Utah? I know very little about Utah, unfortunately.
So Lehigh, you're going to see a lot of young families, there's a lot of Mormons here. So a lot of young families with kids, which gives a life to the neighborhood. New construction.
Absolutely.
Yes.
When we talk specifically about some of these markets, I mentioned I'm a Texas licensed realtor before hopping on here. Utah specifically is interesting because, a lot of people may not recognize, what Utah has to offer. Of course, you've got Salt Lake City. As an investor yourself, what type of deals are you looking at in Utah, or are you looking at deals outside of Utah as well?
So we do wholesaling nationwide, but mainly focused in Utah, Idaho, Wyoming, Texas, and Colorado sometimes. But in Utah, it's not a cash flowing estate. It's more of an equity appreciation state. So we mostly find flips, good numbers for flips. There's a lot of competition, but also we do a lot of sub-2s for
Yep.
rental.
When we
Yes.
talk
And rentals.
When we talk specifically about flipping, and I'm basing this off of my experience in Texas, it's getting more challenging to be a flipper, especially when you're competing with homes in Texas that are $240,000 out the door. That can be brand new homes, right? So what's been your acquisition strategy over the last 2 years, while there's been more ground up construction really than we've seen in a while?
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
So it's the same process, right? So you talk to the person off market, you make sure you find someone that has a challenge that needs to sell fast. They don't have the money usually to repair the house. So because of that, they'll have to sell to an investor. And if you come to them as a wholesaler, then they're saving on realtor fees and all these other fees because we pay for those and we give a cash offer. That's our first thing. Cash offer. We justify how or why we're giving them what we're giving them, what's our cost going to be, and the risk we're carrying. If it works, then we send the offer, get under contract, and then we dispo it, or we see if we keep it for ourselves to flip. And because we have a construction company, we have good margins where we can keep them. But also the question is, do we want to stay longer in the deal or we just want to get rid of it? If the cash offer doesn't work, then we go into a creative financing option. And if that doesn't work, we go into a, what is it called? Novation strategy. And if that doesn't work, well, we have friends that are realtors and we just refer them to them. If they have the time to just sit on the market to see if there's any other investor that will offer more, either because they have better margins, because they do everything, or maybe because they're not experienced in running numbers and they're excited because they watch some YouTube videos and they'll just send it.
Sure.
Right.
You've got experience, you mentioned a number of different strategies, Novation, Sub2, you could refer it out. Based off of all those different segments, I'm imagining you've got some specific strengths that allow you to be active in those different segments. What do you attribute your success to? Is it, being able to have the conversations? Is it being able to form teams? What do you see as your greatest asset in business?
Knowledge, man. Knowledge and connections, seriously. Because with the connections, I can build a team, I can train them, give them enough info to do their job, to do cold calling. We also do marketing. We do a lot of referral. I have a bigger presence in social media. So people send me stuff, people want to work with me. So the connections and the knowledge brings the influence. Because of all the knowledge, I have the influence to have people want to work with me and bring me deals. And because of the knowledge, we take advantage of the lead better so we don't kill the lead.
That's
Right.
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 How many times are folks only offering one option? Here's a cash offer. They don't even have an and or, right? So I want to talk specifically, if I'm a distressed seller and I'm in Texas, right? And you're reaching out to me, that conversation could go a number of different ways, right? So you could make a cash offer, but you also have a couple different options for folks. Walk me through what that might sound like with, speaking with you or your team.
So I talk to you first, and I don't like sounding like a salesperson. People are like, "Good morning. This is from this company. How are you, sir?" First of all, I hate I hate small talk. It's just weird to me. So I was trying to I don't say the company too much. I just go straight into, "Hey, Jeff, how's it going? This is Mike." And I just stop there so that like, "This is Mike. Everybody knows a Mike." So he might think it's a Mike that he knows. So the walls are dropped. And then I'm like, "Hey, sorry if I have the wrong number. I apologize, right? This is Jeff with this address, correct?" "Yes, this is." "Awesome. Hey, me and my team are looking to buy 3 more houses this year in," and then I mentioned the city where they're in. "We noticed your property. We're very interested in buying it cash. Oh, we're not realtors, no realtor fees. We pay for your closing costs and we just buy as is. Not sure if you're interested at all. Have you thought about selling this year?" And then they can be like, "No, I'm not interested." "Well, do you know anyone that's interested in selling?" So we just buy straight from them. "No, I'm not." "Cool." And they're like, "Yes, I'm interested. I've thought about selling." And I'm like, "Well, when would you like to selling? Why have you thought about selling?" So the biggest thing right now is finding out the why. Because they're gonna all say, "I need money." Yes, we all need money. That's why people have jobs, right? We gotta find out like, why do you need the money? And then go deeper into it, because sometimes people, because of lack of knowledge, they think they want something and need something until you show them what really they need. So then we create the offer in a way structured, but also pitched in a way where we focus on the pain. Why are they trying to sell? We give them that solution.
What percentage, if you had to say, of the offers that you make are cash offers versus something else, whether it's seller financing, you mentioned Novation or referring it out to someone who could list the property potentially?
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
So we try about most of the offers, 90% of them go straight to cash. But if when I'm talking to them, depending on what they're telling me, if I'm like, for sure this guy has time, he doesn't have a rush, and seems like he's just so stuck with his price, like he's already talking about his house, he's so in love with it. We most likely will give him cash offer anyways, but start with, hey, I'm gonna give you a cash offer, right? If it works for you, amazing. If he doesn't, I have this other option. And then we throw a cash offer. But then we focus more into the Sub2 strategy. And we ask them, have you thought about becoming an investor yourself, having cash flow? Do you care about having cash flow? Well, I've thought about it. I'm like, why you haven't had rentals or anything like that? Well, I hate landlording. I'm like, well, what if I give you an offer where you get the benefits of the landlord without having to be the landlord, and it's secured? So you're an investor now, and we carry all that responsibility and maintenance and everything else without interest to you. Oh yeah, that sounds like a good thing. Then we come up with a creative strategy where we give them the cash flow and we carry everything else.
Yeah, I mean, I think the way that you pitched it is definitely favorable towards another perspective, because when you're looking at it, well, okay, you want that much money, you're going to have to like hold the note, and I've explained it to them that way. They're going to say, well, hold on, just give me cash. And they say, well, I can't do that. So you're looking at it from, hey, let's make you the investor. Now it's a collaborative approach between you and them.
Exactly. You got to put them in your team, and don't sound like a salesperson too much. People are weird about it, especially in Utah, because there's a lot
That's
of
right.
MLMs here. So
That's right. They don't want someone come knocking on their door. You're also active in the STR space, short-term rentals. And this is something that I think a lot of people are interested in. They also see it a lot, everywhere. And it's one of these things that's very attractive, right? People would like to be an Airbnb host, for instance. What makes a successful short-term rental? And then also what goes into managing an STR?
Location, huge. Size of the property, your decorations, and your pictures. And obviously your management. But location is huge, because if you don't have a good location and the size of property, you're going to have a average set of vacancy rate. So make sure location is right. Make sure that there's areas around people come and visit or can at least go, where it's close or nearby. Good neighborhoods, because there's ghetto people breaking, because I've had Airbnbs where people break into their cars or steal the packages. Then that can take your reviews.
Yeah.
Well, location management is huge. You got to have automations. Otherwise, it could become a full-time job. Make sure you don't have a scarcity employee mindset where you want to do everything. I hate the whole thing of DIY, do it yourself. Yes, do it yourself when you have nothing to do to make money. And instead of watching Netflix, you can do it yourself so you can save money. But if you're a business owner, you have to kill the mentality. You have to make sure your margins are enough where you can delegate and have people sell their time to you so you can be free to look for more deals. So that's another one. Your management, make sure you manage right. You're always paying attention. You have automations and you have people helping you.
When we talk specifically about systems and not just doing it yourself, right? DIY, I think part of what's interesting about short-term rentals is it seems like, well, anyone can become a Airbnb host, right? You can turn your current residence into a rental when you're not there, and a lot of people do use it for that. I've heard many folks come on this show talk about, hey, I got this really as a place where my family can go, but when we're not there, we can put it out as a STR. But on the flip side of that, you do have to like hosting, right? So, and you do have to like every bit of the changeover process and dealing with guests that come and go. You got to have good communication, because as soon as your reviews go down, well, now your bookings are going to go down, right? So being able to either really like that process or have someone else managing it for you is going to be key to your success.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
Yes, exactly. And make sure, I started cleaning them myself, but it's not scalable. I got two, and then I'm like, okay, this is a full-time job now, like a part-time. I don't have time for any of other businesses because I'm worrying about cleaning. Then I decided to delegate the cleaning, charge a little more, delegate it. Then I was able to scale to 10 Airbnbs, short-term rentals.
Yep.
Then still do my other businesses. But yes.
When we talk about, scaling to 10, right? So you've got 10 STRs, you're doing acquisitions, and then you've also got construction going as well. So now we're active in several different segments. How are you managing these businesses? And then also too, is there any like interweaving between them? Are these vertically integrated where you might make, an offer and then you'll have the construction company come out, maybe it becomes a short-term rental, right?
So I started doing that, having all the businesses and having the short-term rentals at the same time. But there is always a cap. There's always going to be a way where you either going to hire a company to do it, to just manage it all yourself, or just get rid of them and then focus on what makes you more money. I got to the point where I didn't want to give it to a management company, but it was mainly because I don't want to think about it at all. I wanted to have zero thoughts. So I'm like, you know what? I will just sell them all. So I sold them all to members of my group, investors that were starting to do their first deal.
Yeah.
Because one of the things that I like is helping others get started and do things in business, because this country needs people that have the guts to do businesses. Otherwise, we're all going down. So I'm here to support, sell the Airbnbs to them so I can focus on wholesaling real estate, flipping, and the construction more, which helps me get even more money. It's more massive money versus passive. So I had to do that. I was able to do both, but I could feel mentally that was something holding me back. So you have to look at your businesses and then kill the one that's holding you back to grow bigger.
Yeah, when we talk about being able to pivot, right? That's key. Every investor that I've spoken with on this show has either had to pivot their business, from one segment of real estate into an entirely different, or they've had to, change their strategy. This could happen in the middle of a deal, right? And that's what gives people longevity, makes people successful in this game. We are actually coming up on time here, though, Mike. Any new projects that you're working on, or how can our audience reach out to you or your team?
New projects. We just got a new flip in Murray. We're going to be starting that project. The profit's going to be insane. Not insane, but it's going to be better than the average. And then just building my team, getting more contacts. We're doing other flips for other investors. We're going to be starting about 4 more as well, which is going to help the construction company while doing the flipping company. And then while still looking and doing wholesale deals. But mainly right now, I'm focusing on the companies getting bigger and being able to manage better so I can start putting people in. Because my goal is to be huge nationwide, which a lot of people have that goal. But I'm a maniac, so I'm sure I'm going to get there at some point. I hope I don't die before that. How do you reach out to me? I'm happy to always work with you, give you some advice or mentorship in a way and connect. You can go to Facebook or Instagram, Mike Villa. I got a suit on. You can always send me a DM and we can work together all the time. Because some of my companies have branches where I can always help you somehow.
Mike, thank you for your time today. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for the invite. Have a good one.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.